Alright, hey guys, Simon here. Welcome back to our Minecraft Design School. We are looking at the Mayan parkour map by Progsys. And we're going to continue testing this thing. But before we do that, I just want to talk a little bit. I'm still sick, by the way. So hopefully I can last for about an hour before I have to stop. So I just had a really interesting conversation with Progsys. He's gone and updated the map. I don't know how much of it he updated, but he updated the map to make it easier for me. And we had an interesting kind of conversation about, difficulty levels of parkour maps and maybe trying to test people to see what kind of difficulty level they're willing to put up with. And at the end of the conversation, we got to the point where he says, I'm worried about making the maps too easy. Even if we make it so that people have to try a jump 100 times before they succeed, they'll feel that it's too easy. And I'm sitting here thinking, 100 times? Are you crazy? And I asked him, do you actually think that? Do you actually try a jump 100 times? And it takes you 100 times before you actually succeed once. And do you actually feel that's easy? And he says, yeah. And I'm like, but I try something 5 times. And if it takes more than 5 times, then it's not easy for me. And you might be thinking, wow, Progsys is pretty hardcore. He's just gonna do this over and over again until he's done. And you might be thinking, wow, Simon's really casual. 5 times? 5 times? Are you that casual? Oh, I am that casual. So, I mean, not to make fun of anybody here, although I guess you can make fun of me for being casual, I guess. But the point is, there's apparently a huge kind of a huge variation between some people who are really willing to kind of try things over and over again to succeed, and some people who aren't. And I don't really think it's reasonable to try something 100 times before you succeed, but then Progsys thinks that's perfectly fine. So that's kind of interesting. And if you're watching this, I'm really interested in this kind of concept of difficulty and things. And maybe, if you can, in the comments, just say, how many times are you willing to try a jump in a parkour map? Or I guess if you don't play parkour maps, then anything kind of requiring a certain skill level, how many times are you willing to try something before you succeed? And then you would consider that reasonable. I mean, how many times do you consider it to be easy? How many times do you consider it to be reasonable? And then how many times will you give up on a parkour jump? I don't know if that question is accurate enough or detailed enough or useful, because I mean, if you don't play parkour maps, maybe you don't even know what you're willing to put up with. So for me, 5 jumps is kind of easy. I guess 20 jumps would be like the limit of what I think is reasonable for a map. If I have to do something more than 20 times, that's crazy. If more than 20 times, I'm just not gonna do it. Why am I doing this over and over again and just kind of failing over and over again? So that's how I feel about things. So if I have to try 5 times to get through a jump, that's perfectly okay for me. But, according to Progsys, what he told me, 100 times is perfectly okay for him. So I just want to see what people think. And you personally, and then, just be honest about this. No one's gonna make fun of you if you're only willing to try once. Okay, I promise I won't make fun of anyone. And, and conversely, if you're willing to try 1,000 times, I'm not gonna make fun of that neither. But just be honest, because I want to get a true and accurate, if possible, a true and accurate representation of what kind of difficulty levels people are willing to put up with. Because if there's a huge range, I guess 5 to 100 is a pretty big range. If there's a huge range, then we have the problem where if we design a parkour map, then it's not going to work for everyone, because if some people are really patient and just kind of really willing to try things over and over again, and then some people aren't, then you can't ever please everyone. This map, Progsys has balanced this thing for him and his own enjoyment. And I'm just being completely frustrated by it because it's just way too difficult for me. You know what I mean? And if he balances for me, then when he plays through it, he's like, this is way too easy, this is kind of boring. So if that's the case, then you can't please everyone with the parkour map. And that is a significant design problem for, map designers and parkour map designers. Something that really needs to be kind of thought about and questioned and addressed, because how do you design a parkour map then if you can't balance it for even a majority of people? Anyway, just answer the question if you're able to. I don't know if that's going to be a useful question to ask, but I asked it, so if you can help out, that'd be great. In the meantime, let's go back to this. I forgot where we're going. Oh, there's a door there. That's the red wool, which means that's the exit. Door for... oh, D is that. I've been collecting these arrows too. Okay, I think I've got all 4 of them. So let's go see what the secret is about. The light blue wool is backtracking. And there it is. So we want to make that A, B, this is pretty cool, right? And then C, D, that's amazing. That is amazing. Oh, I should cash in my gold. Also the ingots and stuff, that's kinda crazy. Like 1, 10, and 100. So I know there's like a point system, and you spend points to get secrets, or you spend points to actually no, not the secrets. You spend points to make jumps easier. But what it means is the 100-point reward is 100 times more valuable than the 1-point reward, right? Which means, shouldn't that be 100 times more difficult? Like if I do one thing and I get 1 point, and I do another thing to get 100 points, shouldn't the other thing be 100 times more difficult than the first thing in order to justify the 100 points over the 1 point? Which means you have to make things 100 times more difficult. And that's a bit much. I really do think it's a bit much. I wouldn't have 1 in 100. I might have like things worth 1 point and then 2 points. And then like the boss fight might be 5 points. So that, maybe it's 5 times more difficult. Or it's just an important part of the story. 100 times? That's crazy. That's like the difficulty spikes just gonna go way, way up. 100 times more difficult, and then back down to 1. That's insane. I don't know. That's my thinking. Actually, can I put the gold sword in? Is that worth anything? Nope. The gold sword is worth nothing, even though it's gold. Alright. Alright. Doorbell. And apparently there's more doors. So like this is worth 100. Great. But then, is it really 100 times more important than the 1 point? Out of order, gold. Oh wow, this is gonna be a huge area, isn't it? It is. Hold on, let me just check if this is the thing he wants me to look at. Let me just scroll a bit. I can't really tell where the... oh, this is... yeah, okay. In the Pearl Challenge secret area. Let me just read this. If you put up with that. Just move this across a little bit so I can read it. So there are several new areas. Most of them are optional secret areas. Only the asylum is part of the main path. You can reach most of the areas over the teleport hub or just by playing and finding them. I'm just gonna play them and find them. So this apparently is the Ender Pearl Challenge. To access the area, the player first needs to find the combination on the map to open the door. So the 4 arrows, the A, B, C, and D, and we opened that up. Yeah, we've got that. Just right now I'm writing, I realized that I never specify or make clear how big the search radius is. So the player may search in places where he will not find anything. But maybe you have another impression while playing. Well, I found all of them. The problem is I think A, C, and D we just kind of found quite easily on the main path. I think B was only found in the secret area. Actually, No, because you give them in sequence. I remember now. You give them in sequence. You give A, B, C, and D kind of in sequence. So you can say that, if you found D and you haven't found A, B, and C yet, you need to backtrack. Or, if you... Oh, we also found it before the first light blue wool backtracking, remember? Actually, D was at... let's just go back. I can't remember where it was. So if I remember right, D was right here. Yeah, here. No, not here. Here. Yeah, so D is here. And this is the first time where you can backtrack back into this area and to the lock. So you probably can just say here that if at this point you haven't found all four, you need to backtrack. Because that's the last one, basically. So I think you can say that, unless there's more of them further ahead, which would be repeats if that were the case. Like if there's any more beyond there, then there wouldn't be. So I think you can just put it here. Like if you haven't found all four by now, you need to go back. If you want to, that might be useful. Because this is the first time we can come back here, right? We went in there or around and come back here. Yeah, that's right. This is the first time we can backtrack to this lock. So you can put the sign there if you want. Alright, and then he says, after you know the combination, you just need to turn the arrows to the correct location, which will open a door to the Ender Pearl challenge. In this challenge, the player needs to use Ender Pearls to teleport himself to the exit. I shouldn't read this, because this should be apparent in the game. This new section is actually very short but tricky because it requires from the player fast reactions and timing. In some parts, the player even needs to throw his Ender Pearl while he's in mid-air. The problem is often you cannot see where you need to go, so the player will probably die several times before he finds out where to throw the pearl next. So at the end, I'm not fully happy with it. Okay. Also, you may notice that the rooms are built very simple. The reason for this is that Ender Pearls are very buggy. It is possible to get stuck in walls, and complex geometry makes this even worse. Yeah, fair enough. Question, is the trial and error part in this area reasonable, or does it need to be reduced? If yes, how would you do it? My guess would be to add glass windows somewhere so you can see what is coming next. Yeah. Or just kind of giant arrows on the walls. Like a lot of games you play, there'll be like giant arrows everywhere. I was playing Borderlands recently, and there's kind of giant arrows telling you where to go a lot. What's another game that has that? There'll be arrows like this way. Oh, Portal. Portal has kind of arrows everywhere pointing you. Whenever you need to kind of look up, there'll be arrows pointing up. Or if the exit is around the corner, there'll be arrows pointing around the corner. Remember that in Portal? So maybe just giant arrows on the walls. That might work. Or use light. Like I have most of the areas dark, but then the exit is light, or it's lit up, so that if you just kind of look towards the light, you'll find the exit. So there's kind of lights, arrows, maybe colors, bright colors or lines, stuff like that. But we should try it first before we make any suggestions. So here, I mean, like here's the lighting at use, or in use. So you see the staircase. I think this is a staircase, so there's a hole in the ground. Nope, there's a staircase. So you see like the entrance is lit up and everything else is dark. So, obviously, absolutely obviously, the entrance is right there, because everything else is just dark. So, just light and shadow is actually quite useful. And we can tell that this is where we need to go, where you don't actually walk through the door. Exit checkpoint, let's checkpoint. Check it. And then, tip. The big platforms with pressure pads have checkpoints built in. They also heal you. Oh, good. I don't know about the lava. But the checkpoints, I guess, makes that okay. Clear all Ender Pearls. Get Ender Pearls. Yeah, get them. Heal. Do I have to pay for this? No. Alright. Can we do something about hunger as well? I don't know if you want hunger to be part of the game. I don't know if you intend for this to be a played with monsters. I'm guessing there's not supposed to be monsters, so it's peaceful. I don't know if you want hunger to be an issue. I know you've given food to people. Oops. Don't spam. Alright, don't spam. Don't spam your ender pearls. Wait a minute. Oh, I landed here first. Okay, I see. Maybe I need to get more ender pearls. Let me just get ender pearls. Oh, I can just get more. Alright, let's just get more. Back to this. Alright, so the platform, okay, so I can't see the destination. I see what you mean now. You can't actually see the destination. But is that the exit though? Like, is that the target? Okay, this... Oh, the ender pearls arc downwards, I see. I see, okay. That's not good, glitches down. That's not good. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Alright, let's see if I can... Alright, we got it, we got it. So this sandstone stuff is the target? Is that what it means? Get ender pearls, exit. I don't want to exit. Let me just try and grab... I should not right click when I'm holding ender pearls. Alright, we got the nuggets. So is the sandstone always the target? Because I can see that there, right? Oops. I almost got it. Almost got it. I should get rid of the painting, shouldn't I? Let me just move the ender pearl up here. Missed. Although I can see that there. What does that mean? Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, so that doesn't actually land me on a checkpoint. Checkpoint actually here. Okay, that's interesting. I think what you're supposed to do then is just throw another pearl in midair. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on, let me just get in the pearls, exit. What is over here? What is this button? Heal. Okay, I see. That was useless. Oops. Alright, so back here, you need to throw another pearl in mid-air. Well, that's the problem, because my game's glitching out, and it's missing geometry. Ah, okay, I see. I see it's above. See, this is the point where you should have, like, arrows. Actually, can I not? Wait, what? That was strange. That was really strange. I don't know what happened there. Do I really have to throw another pearl in midair? What if I just do that? And then... Oh, it's down there, isn't it? I see. So you're supposed to hit that, and then as you're falling down, you're supposed to hit that. Oops, missed. Okay, well... I think part of the issue is that you fall too fast. Okay, that failed. Let me just try... Actually, what am I doing? I can't do that, can I? Yeah, the falling is too fast. Is there any way to reduce your gravity? There isn't, is there? Maybe if we fall slower. Ouch. And there's the ender pearl glitch that we talked about. Okay, I missed. Is there any way to fall slower? Maybe water? Maybe have the fall like bigger, so you fall for longer before you have to react, so you have more time to look around. Ah, ender pearls, man. Why can I not? Why does it drop me there? Ender pearls are weird. Yes, I'm trying to cheat, basically. I'm trying to avoid having to throw the thing in mid-air. It's not really working though, is it? Oops, forgot to run. It's interesting though, it's interesting. This mechanic. Let's just get more in the pearls. And try this again. What if I drop it? Nope. What if I drop it there? Why would it not land me on the platform? I did it once. Okay, there you go. Well, now we're in trouble because we have to get through that. Okay, let's try. Nope. Yeah, maybe it just needs more, like have a bigger window and a longer drop, so there's more time to react. That might just be the only thing you can do about this to make it playable. Oops. Or alternatively, don't have the player die all the time. Like, have it so that... Oh, good. Have it so that... like you start the challenge from the ground, maybe you throw up and then throw across while you're in the air. But if you just fall back down, it just kind of heals you again, so you can just try again without having to die and then click respawn and then go back. Just to make it a bit faster, just to reduce the annoyance factor a little bit. Anyway, I think we cheated our way through that. I don't think we were meant to do that. But that was easier than trying to hit that and then throw it while we were falling. I think throwing while you're falling is a bit much. I don't think that's a great idea. We don't really need any more ender pearls. Is that a switch? Is there like a... No, there's no... Well, there is one there. I'm guessing that retracts? Actually, do these do anything? Oh, are they just healing me? I think these are just healing me the pressure plates. Alright, now what? Oh, there. Okay. Buy checkpoint for 50 gold. No. Let's just try that. Wait, I have to do the mid-air thing again? Ouch. Yeah, I think you just need to give people more time to react. I mean, that's the most straightforward way to... What? That's the most straightforward way to reduce the difficulty on these challenges, right? The ender pearl doesn't go exactly where you throw it. You see that? Like it goes slightly to the right instead of going exactly where your cursor is. Okay, I missed that completely. I should probably buy the checkpoint. Let me just buy the checkpoint. I mean, I'm kinda stubborn. But then I'm wasting yoga. What on earth is that? Why is there a silverfish there? And why is the silverfish glowing purple? Alright, we're gonna buy a checkpoint. Wait a minute, what is this? Oh, checkpoint. And the pearls and the exit. Why was there a silverfish? Alright, let me just throw that there and then... No, there's just not enough time. Not enough time to react. Guess we just turn... I see. So the way this works, you have to turn before you hit, and then you can do it. And you kidding me? That's not a checkpoint? Get in the pose. Shouldn't this be a checkpoint as well? And then there. Okay, this is a checkpoint. I thought it was not because it's not green. But apparently it is. Alright, so now what? I can't even see where I'm going. I can't. Yeah, we need glass. Hold on, let me just. What's my game mode? Game mode C. Okay, it's just down there. How am I? Oh, I have to turn back. Wow. Yeah, we need glass here. We need glass here so we can see where that is. Because there's no way we can. Wait a minute. I can't throw that. Game mode 0. Haha. Almost. So I have to turn around. Ah, no, help! Please! Ah, wait a minute. Wait a minute. How do you... Okay, well, never mind. It should be like there. I need to turn that way. Ah, or not. Where's my ender pearls? Give me some more ender pearls. There. I honestly don't know which way I'm supposed to be facing. Up? I need to be looking there. Help, I'm on fire! I'm on fire! I'm on fire. Alright, so you have to look, you have to turn backwards and then look up and then just throw it. Yeah, the fact that you have to look backwards means that you really need glass here. So you can see the platform. And maybe like have the target there but behind the glass or something, somehow. Not sure. Not sure. Anyway, get more in the pearls. Whoa! Get more in the pearls. And through the hoops. Alright, that's, I think it's there? Close. Or is that supposed to be like that? Wait a minute. That wasn't a checkpoint? Oh, there it is. It's just missing some geometry. There you go. No, this is... no. Alright, let me... Game mode C. What on earth are we doing? So, through here, the geometry is missing. Through there... Through there... Oh! Okay, I was not actually hitting the target. Or do I have to hit that, and then fall down and hit that? Okay, I think I get it. Now this is problematic, because I have to actually do that to figure it out. Can I not just throw it straight through that? Game mode 0. No. Actually, was I almost there? Or was I actually nowhere close? I think I was nowhere near getting that. No, that hits the wall. I'm just trying to line myself up here. If I can see what's going on. And glitch it out. We are glitched out, although this allows us to do that. Because glitches And that does not heal me. Okay, so we we glitched our way through. Okay, that last one might be a bit too much. Might be but I mean not just for me in terms of difficulty, but a bit too much for the game, because the game glitched out and got us through that. So maybe that's a bit much. I mean, I get the idea. I do get the idea. I think for the falling bits, mostly I would just give people more time to react. I mean, you can probably... How would you do it? Oh, what about spider webs? Spider webs. So you kind of jump through and you land in the spider web. So then you have time to look around to find the next place, and then you fall out of the spider web and you have to throw it while you're falling out of the spider web. That might be a good idea, spider webs. Maybe, try it, maybe? Either that or just kind of have a longer drop so you have more time to look around. Maybe that's not enough time. Sorry, I'm still sick. Probably spider webs. Just to slow the fall enough for people to see where they need to go next. That sounds reasonable, I think. Anyway, try that. I think I should take another break. Is that the end of the pill part? Alright, I think this is it. Wow, so much gold. So what I think I'll do is take a break here before I start, coughing into your ear again. And then tomorrow, or maybe later today, depends on how long it takes for me to recover, we'll come back and... Do I actually have to walk through the fire? I do, don't I? Can I not? I can put out the fire. And exit, good. So that's... Oh, don't do that. That's fairly good. That ender pearl part. Like, the idea is interesting. Just need something to slow down the falls, maybe. But I like it, I like the creativity going on here. Like the, it's an interesting challenge. Very fun. Exit. Very fun. It's a bit of a shame that you have to find the secret to get to this, because I think this is fun enough to be on the main path. What you might, I don't know, like, it's not that difficult, although I did glitch through the last bit. But it's not, I mean, if you just kind of have the easier parts, you can put that on the main path and there'll be no problem, and it'll be kind of interesting and fun, and a little bit of a break from the parkour and the jumping. Might have that on the main path and then have more difficult or more lengthy challenges as optional as well. I feel like people really should experience this. Like, I mean, it'd be a real shame if they don't get the combination and don't open the lock and don't come here because they miss out on something that's quite fun, actually. You know what I mean? I actually quite enjoy that. I quite enjoy that. Maybe spider webs to slow down the falls. Alright, I'll stop rambling about that. What is... Okay, it's just slides. So I'm going to take a break again. And then when we come back, we will continue with this test. Okay, this is the wrong door. We'll continue with testing this map for Progsys. I mean, there's some pretty good ideas here, you know what I mean? He's a pretty smart guy. He's put a lot of work into this, so it's pretty good. Alright, see you guys in the next video.